Michael Jackson was more than a pop star. He was an icon, a legend. His music transcended generations. His dance moves captivated millions. The world adored him. So, when news of his death broke on June 25, 2009, the world mourned. It was a collective gasp of disbelief. How could the king of pop be gone? At only 50 years old, it seemed unfathomable. Yet, the tragic reality was undeniable. Michael Jackson, the man who had moonwalked his way into our hearts, was gone. The world struggled to comprehend the loss. Fans gathered in their millions, united in grief. Candlelit vigils illuminated the night. Tributes poured in from every corner of the globe. The outpouring of love was a testament to his enduring impact. But amidst the mourning, questions arose. Whispers of doubt began to circulate. How could a man so full of life be gone so soon? The circumstances surrounding his death were shrouded in mystery. And as the world searched for answers, the whispers grew louder, evolving into a chorus of suspicion. The official cause of death was cardiac arrest. But the details were far more complex, far more troubling. The investigation revealed a cocktail of drugs in Jackson's system, a lethal combination that ultimately silenced his vibrant spirit. The man at the center of it all? Dr. Conrad Murray, Jackson's personal physician, the doctor tasked with ensuring his well-being. But as the investigation unfolded, Dr. Murray's role would shift from caregiver to a figure of intense scrutiny, his actions raising more questions than answers. The world watched, captivated and horrified as the story unraveled. What began as a tragedy soon spiraled into a scandal, a complex web of accusations, negligence, and perhaps something even more sinister. The death of Michael Jackson was not just a loss, it was a mystery, a puzzle with missing pieces that continue to haunt us to this day. At the heart of the Michael Jackson tragedy lay a potent anesthetic propofol. This drug, typically reserved for surgical procedures, became a dangerous crutch for the king of pop. Jackson, plagued by insomnia and seeking solace from the pressures of his comeback tour, turned to propofol for sleep. Dr. Conrad Murray, his personal physician, admitted to administering the drug to Jackson on the fateful night of his death. Murray's defense rested on the claim that Jackson was a demanding patient, insistent on receiving propofol to combat his chronic insomnia. The doctor argued that he had been weaning Jackson off the drug, but ultimately succumbed to his patient's pleas. However, the prosecution painted a different picture, one of negligence and recklessness. They argued that Murray, driven by greed and the pressure of keeping the lucrative tour on track, disregarded basic medical protocol by administering propofol in a home setting without proper monitoring or resuscitation equipment. The courtroom became a battleground of medical experts, each side presenting their interpretations of the events leading to Jackson's death. The prosecution argued that the dosage of propofol administered by Murray was far beyond the recommended limit, essentially a lethal dose. They pointed to the lack of proper medical equipment in Jackson's bedroom, highlighting the recklessness of Murray's actions. The defense countered by suggesting that Jackson might have self-administered the fatal dose when Murray was out of the room, a claim that was vehemently disputed by the prosecution. The jury ultimately sided with the prosecution, finding Dr. Conrad Murray guilty of involuntary manslaughter. Murray was sentenced to 4 years in prison, a sentence that many believed was far too lenient given the gravity of his negligence. The conviction brought a sense of closure to the legal battle, but it did little to quell the lingering questions and suspicions surrounding Michael Jackson's untimely demise. The trial exposed the dark underbelly of fame, the immense pressure that Jackson faced, and the dangerous lengths to which he went in search of peace and escape. While Dr. Conrad Murray's conviction provided a semblance of justice, it did little to quell the swirling vortex of conspiracy theories surrounding Michael Jackson's death. For many devoted fans, the circumstances seemed too suspicious, too orchestrated to be simply a case of medical negligence. Whispers of darker forces at play began to circulate, fueled by Jackson's own pronouncements about threats to his life and the immense value of his music catalog. One of the most prevalent theories points to the involvement of AEG Live, the concert promoter behind Jackson's ill-fated "This Is It" tour. Suspicions arose when it was revealed that AEG Live was paying Dr. Murray a staggering $150,000 per month, raising questions about the company's influence over the doctor's medical judgment. Some believe that AEG Live, under immense financial pressure to ensure the success of the tour, might have pressured Murray to keep Jackson performing despite his deteriorating health. Adding fuel to the fire were Jackson's own haunting words. In the years leading up to his death, Jackson had become increasingly paranoid, expressing fears that they were trying to silence him. He believed that powerful figures in the music industry saw him as a threat, particularly after he acquired the rights to some of the Beatles' most valuable songs. Some speculate that these individuals, motivated by greed and a desire to control Jackson's lucrative catalog, might have played a role in his demise. Further fueling the flames of suspicion were the numerous inconsistencies and unanswered questions surrounding the case. Some point to the lack of a proper investigation into Jackson's inner circle, claiming that crucial evidence might have been overlooked or deliberately suppressed. Others highlight the speed at which the investigation was conducted, suggesting that authorities were too quick to accept the narrative of an accidental overdose. The truth, it seems, remains elusive, shrouded in a veil of speculation and doubt. The legacy of Michael Jackson remains as complex and multifaceted as the man himself. He was a musical genius, a captivating performer, and a deeply troubled soul. His death, a tragic intersection of fame, pressure, and alleged medical negligence, continues to spark debate and fuel conspiracy theories. Was Michael Jackson a victim of his own demanding nature and reliance on dangerous drugs? Or was he, as many believe, the target of a sinister plot, his life tragically cut short by those who sought to profit from his demise? The official narrative points to a tragic accident, a fatal combination of prescribed medication, and a doctor's negligent care. But for many, lingering doubts remain. The whispers of conspiracy persist, fueled by unanswered questions and the unshakable belief that Michael Jackson's death was no mere accident. They point to the immense pressure he faced, the shadowy figures lurking in his inner circle, and his own haunting premonitions of an untimely end. In the end, the truth behind Michael Jackson's death may never be fully revealed. The passage of time often obscures the line between fact and speculation, leaving behind a tapestry woven from truth, half-truths, and outright fabrications. But one thing remains certain: Michael Jackson's impact on music, dance, and popular culture is undeniable. He was a true icon, a once-in-a-generation talent whose light continues to shine brightly despite the darkness that shrouded his final days. What do you believe happened to Michael Jackson? Was it a tragic accident or something more sinister? The answers, like the man himself, remain an enigma.